Again, this is Transsingularity, also known as Mark, and this is going to be the second video in a script reading presentation of material I just put up on Transliaison Google Plus community. This is an outline of an overview of a model for the trans community to adopt for greater success and less bad things happening. I don't know what else to call it. Okay. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing I punched up there. Okay, we're going to major item in the model number 2. This is the plan for between the connected trans community and unconnected trans individuals, and I have a much shorter piece here than I had under major item 1. The 2 sub 1 is that the two main aims for development of liaisoning between the connected trans community and the unconnected trans individuals outside the connected trans community are to maximize the total trans community's working number, and also to see if what we are doing, either service-wise or politically, is genuinely representing the full community and not merely that portion of it whose characteristics may have been skewed due to whatever commonalities that also had been interconnecting it. Sub 2, in liaisoning between the trans community and unconnected trans individuals, is that achieving this goal of reaching unconnected trans individuals will be a logistical challenge to get the information under the nose or into the ears of as many disconnected trans people as possible, while simultaneously dodging the notice of as many transphobic readers or listeners as possible. Then, purchasing the relative ad space or sending out the bulk mailings or whatever other media would seem to address the project. So we proceed. What happened here, man? Did that close up again? Yeah, it did. Reopen it. Okay. We proceed directly on then to the next major point is number 3. That between the connecting trans community and the general, typically cis public. This section is presented separately in my next post because it is much longer than the rest of this outline combined, although one already could have said that equally well about section 1, which I greatly expanded as I read it. Nonetheless, I will follow the structure described in this outline and reserve section 3 for a third separate video. A separate third video. Major item 4. Between the connecting trans community and the medical and other important professional sectors, we must be able to represent ourselves as enough of a collective force to protect our extant gains and to keep making new gains until we are at where we want to be. Major item 5. Forming liaisoning between the connecting trans community and the government. We need to form a very solid voting bloc to be able to rally cis people to support candidates that support and No, I read that wrong. The liaisoning between the connecting trans community and the government is that we need to form a very solid voting bloc, period. That in itself should be one subpoint. As a second subpoint, We also need to be able to rally cis people to support candidates that support and respect transgender rights. And we need to train each other to be collectively very politically astute and eloquent people, generally all well versed in transgender law and readily capable of engaging any challenge on the matter. This has covered my 5 major points. Well, all but the first one and the third one. The fourth and fifth major points, and naming the third. Also the second. I named the third, and I read the fourth, and I read the fifth of my model for improving the success of the trans community. Now, my next video, of course, is going to be the full reading of the third major point in that model. So I'm going to punch out of this script now and close the tape, close the video. Hope you will read the third one. Bye.